Students, we have already discussed stationary waves. Now today we are going to discuss modes of vibrations of a stretched string which is fixed at both the ends. As you can see in this figure that we have taken a string which is clamped at two ends. These are two ends and the string is clamped between these two ends. Now suppose this string is plugged in the middle. Okay. Now what will happen? This string will start oscillating. Okay. And if it is plugged in the middle, the transverse waves will travel along it, and these transverse waves will get reflected from these ends of the string at which this string is clamped. Okay, and now they will start traveling in opposite direction. These two identical waves which are traveling in opposite direction, they will give rise to stationary waves. Okay, now if we consider the boundary condition, then the string will vibrate in one or more segments, or you can also call these as loops, as you can see here. One segment, two segment, three segment, okay, and with some natural frequencies, and these natural frequencies are also called normal modes. Now let us suppose we have taken a string of length L, and this string is stretched under tension T, capital T, okay, and let us say that small m is the mass per unit length of this string. Then what will be the speed of transverse wave on the string? It will be V is equals to under root T by m. Now as the two ends of this string are fixed, they will remain at rest. So we know that at these two ends, as we know that displacement is zero, that is why these two ends will be considered as node, okay, and that is why I have labeled them as capital N, which represents nodes at each of the end of this plugged string, okay. Now the different modes of vibration of stretched string can be shown in these diagrams, okay. Now let us calculate the very first mode of vibration. First mode of vibration. Now to calculate this, we have to consider this diagram. Let us say that this is figure A, this is figure B, and this is figure C. Now if you look at figure A, suppose we have plugged it once in the middle. Now what happened? Due to the reflection and two identical waves, we get stationary waves, okay. Now it vibrates in only one segment with nodes at its ends, and this portion has some displacement, okay. So this will be antinode in the middle. Fine. Now what can we write about this length of this string? We know that the distance between two nodes or antinodes is always equal to lambda by 2. We have already studied this. So this L will be equal to, let us say this is lambda m, okay. This L or lambda 1, anything you can say. Lambda 1, let us consider this as lambda 1. Fine. So distance between two nodes is lambda 1 by 2. So L will be equal to lambda 1 by 2. Or we can say that lambda 1 is equals to 2L. Now from here, what we have to find out? Natural frequency, first mode of vibration. So we have to find out the frequency of vibration. How can we find out frequency of vibration? We know that nu is equals to V by lambda. Here we are using lambda 1 for the wavelength. So nu 1 is equals to V by lambda 1. And as we know, V is equals to under root T by m, okay. And we have got the value for lambda m, lambda 1. We'll put the values here. We'll get 1 by, what is lambda 1? 2L. And what is V? Under root T by m. Okay. And this is equal to nu. We are saying, let us say that this is equal to nu. Fine. So this is known as, this is the minimum frequency. This is the minimum frequency with which a string can vibrate, and that is why this is known as fundamental node, or it is also known as first harmonic. Fine. Now we will now calculate second mode of vibration. Now for second mode, as you can see this figure, that what we have done, now the string is pressed in the middle and it is plugged at 1/4 the length of this string. Okay, it is pressed in the middle and plugged at 1/4 of the length. Then we can see that this string will vibrate and it will have two segments. Okay, and at the end of these two segments, a node will be present, whereas at the middle also, as this is also pressed, so there will be no displacement here, so it will also be a node, whereas these segments represents antinode. Fine. So now for this, what will be the length of one segment? As we can see that the total length, if we consider the total length, if we consider the length of one segment, it will be lambda by 2. So there are two segments, so the total length will become 2 times of lambda by 2. We can derive lambda from here, we will get lambda 2 is equal to L. Now again, we will determine the frequency of vibration. Let us say nu 2, it is equal to V by lambda 2, and here lambda 2 is equal to L, whereas V will remain same, under root T by M. It is equal to, see, when we had this 1 by 2L under root T by M, we said it is equal to nu. So this value 1 by L under root T by M will be equal to 2 nu. Okay, so from here we have got that nu 2 is equal to 2 nu, and this is known as first overtone or second harmonic. Okay, now let us calculate the third mode of vibration. Now suppose the string is pressed at 1/3 of its length from one end and plugged at 1/6 of its length. Now it will vibrate in 3 segments, as you can see. Okay, it will vibrate in 3 segments. Fine. So at these points we are having nodes where there is no displacement or zero displacement, whereas these 3 segments will have antinodes. Okay. So now for this, what will be the, we know that distance between two nodes is lambda by 2. We have 3 segments like this. So total distance L will be 3 times of lambda by 2. So 3 times of lambda by 2. From here, if we derive lambda, we will get 2L by 3. Now again, let us find out the frequency of vibration. It will be equal to V by lambda. As lambda 3 is 2L by 3, so we will get 3 by 2L here under root T by M. Fine. And as we know that this is equal to nu, so this will give us 3 nu. Fine. And this is known as second overtone or third harmonic. Fine. Now we have seen the frequency of vibrations for 3 modes. Okay. Now in general, if we talk about this, suppose a string vibrates in P segments or N segments, anything you can suppose here. Suppose the string vibrates in P segments, then in general, as you can see that we are getting this in terms of nu, and nu is equal to 1 by 2L under root T by M. So we can say that every time this frequency will be equal to, this is P, the number of segments. As you can see, for 3 segments we are getting 3 here, for 2 segments we are getting 2 here, and for 1 segment we were getting 1. Fine. So this will be equal to P by P, which is number of segments, by 2L under root T by M. Okay, and this 1 by 2L under root T by M is nu, so it will be equal to P into nu. Fine. I hope you have understood.